It's often said that sociology is more concerned with formulating the proper question than obtaining some kind of elusive answer. And when it comes to the exam, there are seldom black and white answers to the questions that we ask. But we really want you to succeed. So for the most part, questions have been chosen from the central points of the reading and are designed to test your ability to understand and apply the major ideas, the major concepts and arguments presented. And we're looking at how you connect up the themes across the topic, not how well you memorise notes or even reproduce lecture notes. So I'd like to give you 3 tips for exam revision. The first one is about reading and taking notes. So really what this means is read beyond the lecture notes. Try to use your own words and choose examples that will help you clarify the question and the answer. Taking proper notes takes practice. So do your reading first, identify key ideas and themes, and what have been the key messages. You can use a highlighter, but do so with caution. The second tip is to turn lecture and tutorial topics into mock exam questions. So if you think about the 3 topics covered in level 1. So global inequalities, I've highlighted here 3 of the lecture topics, and looking at Karl Marx and capitalism and social class, Max Weber, Pierre Bourdieu, a mock question there to help you understand their key theoretical arguments might be, compare and contrast ways in which Marx, Weber and Bourdieu understood class. And then if you look at the topic on social class and location, a mock question might be, so what is this relationship between the national and the global in understanding class and global inequalities? For self, society and belonging, you can see some of the topics on the left. So for thinking conceptually, the introduction lecture, you might try and formulate an answer to this question. What is the value of thinking conceptually? And then looking at the different concepts, you might think, well, what is the relationship between moral panics or another topic and self, society and belonging? And then if you look at the sociology of everyday life, 2 of the topics were the sociology of everyday life. So a mock question might be, why should we study the sociology of everyday life? And another topic hanging around cities, neighbourhoods and spaces, a mock question might be, what does an analysis of cities, neighbourhoods and spaces tell us about everyday life? The third tip is to practice with past papers. And this is about practicing writing your essay plans, practicing writing your answer, practicing writing the key points, practice with structure, what theorists you might be able to cite. And when you look at past papers, you can look at the December diet and the August resit diet. So take each chosen exam question in turn and spend a few minutes planning a response in note form. Time yourself. List the key points you want to get across. You might want to order them to present the most logical argument or progression of thought. You might want to define the main points you want to reach and list the text you might want to make reference to. And if you use that in your essay plan, then you can go back and check. Good luck.